So what should be done to address the repeated flooding problem in West Pasco? Where will the funding come from?
So I think one of the major things that I've seen is if you go down Ranch Road, there's a, well, this is an example of one of the issues. There's a plant, and this plant has a sewer water essentially like in a retention pond. And once the flooding gets to a certain level, that water mixes in with all the water that is from the hurricane or from the storm or wherever it's coming from. And there's environmental concerns that need to be addressed. And what really showed me the issues was I was walking around after the hurricane and seeing, talking to people about what they think can be done, and they already have solutions laid out. So I think by going to the communities if there are problems is how we can find our solutions and we can move forward. And I think we can get the funding from the state and I'm endorsed by the governor, so I think that by having that endorsement and having his support will help us get those funds approved this time around.
Okay, 1 minute response from Amanda.
Yes, let's talk about the flooding issues. The county is in charge of the stormwater drains. The county is in charge of the roads around the area. These are county issues that should have been solved over the last 12 years, but they haven't been. But you know what? 3 years ago when I first went in, we had a bill that came out, the PACE program, where Wilton Simpson, Senator Simpson and myself worked on a bill so that the entire area of Pasco County would have $1 million to fund a program where we had engineers ready to look at a comprehensive plan to deal with our crisis here. Swift Mud put in $1 million. The county still has not done one thing with that program and that money.
Amber, you have 30 seconds for rebuttal.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, most of that is county problems, but I think by having someone in the state legislature that can work with the county and get these issues solved, I think that is something that we need because there hasn't been any progress, and I think that if we continue with that mindset, that there will continue to be no progress.
Hello. Yes, the next question is for Representative Murphy. Representative Murphy, some of the growth in Pasco County is bittersweet for business people and residents over here on the west side of the county. We read countless articles about the growth of the Trinity Wesley Chapel corridor, all the things going on in the 54, 56 area. Yet on US 19, we have an area in need of revitalization. We have an underdeveloped, underutilized waterfront, and we have declining property values in our neighborhoods that result in a declining tax base. And we know that on a lot of fronts, it's a county issue, things for us to deal with. But what can the state do to help us revitalize the West Pasco corridor that was so instrumental in the growth of this area and still maintains most of the natural resources that people look for when they look for a Florida lifestyle?
The state needed to step in a lot quicker, and we have, if you've driven up US 19 recently, that has looked a lot better. I had quite a few meetings that my staff ended up attending due to the US 19 remodel and turn issues. So we were pretty on top of that once we got our feet wet and understood where we could make some changes across 19. Over the last 3 years, we have brought $1 million into the hacienda, hoping that that will start some revitalization, giving some funding to the locals to help with the downtown area because we need to grow that downtown. It is going to take some state funding. I know that some of the cities have some dredging issues and have got some grants from that. They need to utilize those. We have a grant coming for US 19 to beautify that, and that will help. Any of the businesses, it's going to take the locals to bring those down. But anytime that I am needed, I have been there to get behind any of the local businesses, make the calls, go and make the asks for any assistance. That's about our extent to what we can cover and accomplish on the state level. This is a local issue here again.
Amber, you have 1 minute to respond.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree mainly with what she said, that is mostly a local issue and there's little that we can do, but I think one thing that we do need to focus on is dredging. We need to get these canals, there's some canals down in Sea Pines that don't even have water in them, and by dredging these canals, it'll increase property value, therefore increasing the people that you attract to the area and therefore making it a better place to live, and will hopefully have a chain effect on what the county will look like after that.
Yes, the dredging is an issue, and that is going to be with the Army Corps of Engineers. I know that we've had some issues with them. The other thing that is going to occur now that Senator Latvala has met with us is he does plan on working on some of the local parks, which if you were at the grand opening of the Warner Boyce Park, we are going to try and make some kayak trails, and I know that Senator Latvala is very interested in growing that park and revitalizing that area.
All right, thank you. Our next question is for Amber Mariano. And Amber, I think your youthful age is